Dobry wieczór wszystkim, I'm Mysticle. I hope you guys are doing fantastic today, and I'll be bringing you the latest in AR and VR news. As MetaConnect gets closer and closer, we have more information coming out about the Quest 3S. That, and tons more, in today's video. As usual, you have chapters down below to skip to any specific part of this video that you might be most interested in, and with that being said, let's get right into it. So, first things first, as I mentioned, Connect is coming up, and with that, Meta is becoming a little bit sloppy, releasing their own leaks, whether it's by accident or on purpose. I'll let you guys discuss that down below. Supposedly, this device will be $299, and the first leak on this actually comes from a South Korean retailer that is apparently authorized. More information on this from Twitter. So here we have the original tweet from TBlueBox12. The Quest 3S with 128 gigabytes is submitted out of stock for $299 on a South Korean online store that claims to be an officially authorized retailer. It's probably just a temporary page though. Whether it's a temporary page or not, the price will probably be real. And why do we think this? Well, that is because Meta apparently leaked it in an ad. Reading from Upload VR, the price of the Quest 3S has seemingly been leaked by an early ad, revealing it will start at $300 for the 128 gigabyte model. Reddit user VastFront259 posted a recording of the Peacock running on their phone that they say they took with their laptop webcam because the streaming service's DRM prevents screen recording, which actually makes perfect sense if you guys have ever tried to record DRM content on your phone. It's actually just a black screen. It's a Quest 3 ad that we've seen before, but at the end, a render is shown of it alongside a Quest 3S, Meta's repeatedly leaked next headset, alongside the text starting at $299.99. We know that this starting price isn't in regards to the Quest 3 because I don't know any Quest 3 that officially starts at $299.99. The small print below the renders reads Meta Quest 3S, 128 gigabytes is $299.99. Content sold separately, below an Amazon logo. Listing the storage suggests like the Quest 3 and the Quest 2. Multiple storage variants of the Quest 3S will be offered. This makes perfect sense. Luna actually confirmed this in a tweet, essentially telling us that these are the SKUs we currently know, but hopefully there will also be a 256 gigabyte variant. In that tweet, Luna did also mention the fact that nowhere does it say that a version will be offered without Touch Plus controllers. This 128 gigabyte variant is actually with the controllers. We don't know anything about Meta releasing a version without controllers yet. If they do decide that they want to sell a version without controllers, especially now that they have something like that Logitech pen that they're offering, well, they might do that for a cheaper price in the future, but nothing on that just yet. Moving on to next news, YouTube VR is now just YouTube. So apparently companies are now seeing VR and XR as a medium where they no longer need to distinguish between it being a specific version of an app. No, apparently they're just unifying the naming scheme. So there's something interesting. Not necessarily anything massive or big, but if you ask me, it's nice seeing companies perhaps finally seeing VR as a medium where they don't need their own separate app. Now they're seeing, hey, yes, this is actually a real platform. We don't need to have a special app name for it. This is just a normal app on a normal platform, if you get what I mean. Maybe that's confusing, but that's the way I'm seeing it anyway. The Oculus Developer page will very soon no longer be the Oculus Developer page, as Meta is seemingly, according to Luna on Twitter once again, changing the naming scheme of that to match their rebrand. Not much of a surprise there, to be honest with you. They've been doing this ever since they've switched to Meta, but it is sad still to this very day seeing the Oculus name go. So there you go. Again, not much of a surprise there. Just something that might interest a few of you. Something that might interest you a little bit more is the fact that Google apparently tried stealing Meta's partnership with Luxottica and creating their own possible Ray-Ban smart glasses. However, Meta has instead gone and extended their partnership until the 2030s. Reading from Upload VR, Meta and EssilorLuxottica have signed an agreement extending their partnership into the next decade to develop multi-generational smart eyewear products. EssilorLuxottica has a near monopoly on eyewear market worldwide, and its brands like Ray-Ban and Oakley are among some of the most recognizable on the planet. To quote, "I'm proud of the work we've done with EssilorLuxottica so far, and I'm excited about our long-term roadmap ahead. We have the opportunity to turn glasses into the next major technology platform and make it fashionable in the process," Mark Zuckerberg said. Google was reportedly in talks with EssilorLuxottica earlier this year with the aim of stealing the partnership for their own Gemini AI glasses. But it seems EssilorLuxottica has decided to stick with Meta instead. The Ray-Ban Meta glasses are likely by far the highest selling smart glasses ever, and Meta executives have said on multiple occasions that the company is selling them as fast as they can make them. Now, this is for good reason. I feel like they are possibly some of the best made smart glasses with the most features out there, and they are constantly making them better. And as interesting as it would have been to see Google AI glasses from EssilorLuxottica in something like Ray-Ban or Oakley, I do feel like maybe Google doesn't have the same goal in mind here. Google has shown us in the past, multiple times actually, that they are not very much interested in creating XR glasses or XR hardware as much as they are interested in creating AI, which means that these would probably just be another pair of audio sunglasses with a smart assistant built in, which, don't get me wrong, are cool. I've got Razer sunglasses myself, and that's all they basically are, but I feel like Meta's vision here, it goes a lot further, with Meta's end goal, of course, being to create actual XR smart glasses with displays and everything. They're just leading up to that with consumer devices that don't look like absolute crap. I may be wrong about Google here, as of course they do now have that partnership with Qualcomm and Samsung creating an XR device, but that is just the way I'm seeing this right now. If they do go ahead and create XR glasses, which I would be very interested in, they will have to do it with a different company. Let me know your opinions on this one down below. Talking about a company that has actually created actual XR glasses though, Snapchat. Yes, they have actually created a new spectacles, or they have created new spectacles. And these are the Spectacles 5, and they are their second variant of actual XR glasses. Fully contained, fully standalone, ones with actual waveguide optics and audio. But these aren't just for select developers. They're Spectacles 4, that's exactly what they were. Not everyone could get them, and they were kind of bad. They had a field of view and a battery of just 30 minutes. These brand new Spectacles 5 are going to have a longer battery life and are available to anyone that might want them. Well, as long as you're a developer and as long as you want to fork out $100 a month, because that is exactly what these are. As nice as I think this is, and as cool as I think it is that Snapchat is working on XR glasses and is pushing them out there, these look funny, I guess, is a word you could use, and I can see why they're pushing them out to developers. This most certainly looks kind of like a developer kit more than it would be something for consumers. So the way I'm seeing it, Snapchat wants to get these out to developers, get developers creating apps, and in the future, when they actually launch a device that consumers might want to wear out in public, then they will have content on it for the consumers to actually use and buy. Because, you know, if you create a device with absolutely zero content, no one's going to want to buy it. So, of course, you kind of have to lead up to that. And this is just their way of showing us how they're leading up to it. I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool that they actually managed to make it work and they packed all this technology into these glasses, but it's definitely not something that I would want to be wearing out in public. Still really cool though, and still something that I want to see people start developing for. Now, something that is quite a bit unfortunate, Mojang is apparently dropping support for PSVR next year. Yes, the version of Minecraft for PlayStation did actually support PlayStation VR. Not many people actually knew about this, and I feel like not many people were actually playing it, but Mojang has repeatedly shown us that they're not really interested in developing Minecraft for virtual reality. Yes, they did have the VR Bedrock version of the game on PC for a while, and yes, they did actually have that working officially with Oculus. However, the fact that they still haven't developed an official version for Quest, which is possibly the leading platform for virtual reality right now, shows me that they're not really interested in continuing to develop Minecraft for virtual reality, and therefore they don't want to be pushing updates for it. They don't really want to have anything to do with it. There's mods that allow you to do it on PC VR, and it just looks like the console version is going to have to die, along with the hope of a Quest version coming anytime soon. 4 years after Mojang added PSVR support in a free Minecraft update for PlayStation 4, the Microsoft-owned studio announced that support will soon be discontinued. Recently detailed in the 1.21.30 release notes for Bedrock, Mojang states, "Our ability to support PlayStation VR has come to an end, and that it will no longer be supported in updates after March of 2025. So in case you guys are still playing that version, do let me know if you are down below. Very interested to see how many people are actually playing that version. Unfortunately, after after March, you will no longer be receiving updates for that. Now onto some cool news, as the Vive Focus Vision has now been released. And this is actually a very interesting device. So this is basically a Vive Focus 3, but it has been upgraded with a brand new sensor suite and more RAM. These sensors even include eye tracking and support for DisplayPort PSVR through an adapter, which is actually going to interest quite a few people. Now, I'll jump right ahead in with the price tag. It's $1,000 and an extra $150 for that adapter, but I can still see some people being interested in that if they don't want to buy a Meta Quest device. Let's remember the Vive Focus is still standalone, so you do get all the benefits of the device being standalone, as well as that DisplayPort capability and Vive Ultimate trackers, in case you want to be using those. The Vive Focus Vision inherits the rare battery design, 2.5K LCD displays, Fresnel lenses, and original Snapdragon XR2 Gen 1 chipset from the Vive Focus 3. But HTC has upgraded the sensor suite and RAM, and added multiple new features including eye tracking and support for DisplayPort PSVR via an adapter. And also, while the Vive Focus 3 was only sold to businesses, the Vive Focus Vision is actually being sold to consumers as well. So yeah, there you guys go. That's going to be it for today's news video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you learned something new. If you did, please do leave a like. If disliked it, I guess that works too. But let me know why down below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, check out our Discord and our Reddit down below. I want to see you posting your spicy memes. And thank you so much to all the Patreons supporting this channel. You guys are amazing. Seriously, you are what makes this possible. So much love. And thank you to anyone else supporting the channel in any way, shape, or form. And as usual, in case you want to be notified of which content coming up on the channel, make sure to smash the subscribe button with your head, dig my bell. Let's see you again next video. Peace.
A tam,
Jeden telefon.
kurde,
A tam? Tam no,
to po prostu...
to na wynajem mam mieszkanie.
No ja mieszkam tam na górze ogólnie, nie?